Welcome back to City on a Hill Gaming, a tabletop RPG actual play podcast. Let's meet the team.
Hi, I'm Grant, and I'm the GM.
Hi, I'm Peter, and I'm playing Pheromond Bahar, Human Paladin.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm playing Ansel, the Inquisitive Rogue.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I am playing Ruach, the Air Genasi Shepherd.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm playing Reepsy Piven, the Satyr Druid.
Hi, I'm William. I'm playing Myastin Zarbrax. I am a Dragonborn wizard.
We hope you enjoy our show. Okay, welcome back to City on a Hill Gaming. I am Ryan. I am joined by Peter.
Yep.
Grant.
Hey.
Daniel.
Hello.
And Ben.
Howdy ho.
No William this week. So Myastin will be on the shelf, I'm assuming talking to more of the small fungal people and learning to his heart's desire, which is more or less still what Myastin wants to be doing all the time.
Yeah, he winks out. Don't worry about it.
He's gone. Okay, Grant, go for it.
Right. So, last we left our... We'll go with heroes. Sure.
Sure, why not?
You had all
They're
finished...
definitely not villains. I mean, come on.
You're right. And progressing past the point of being bystanders. So, yeah, heroes by default. That works. Last we'd left y'all, you had gone through a geode, fought off some somewhat hypnotic suggestions from giant glowworms, fended off some ankegs and giant centipedes in a well-maintained fungal garden, and then found yourself in what remained of those myconids village. These mycelium-coated huts of different shapes and sizes, which had been flooded by the water that you all know is kind of the problem here, right? The village had gotten flooded. You'd been asked to deal with that. And as you'd progressed along, kind of exploring, peeking into houses and that kind of thing, you had heard a crude off-key humming coming from what seemed to be sort of where the water is coming from. And what kind of looked like maybe a faint purplish glow here and there, although that's hard to see over the bright light that Ruach is casting. What do?
I mean, we've kind of walked ourselves through the entirety of where we can go, except for that direction. So,
And good news, that direction, which is to say to the east, is where that humming is coming from. So, hey, good news. That all just kind of worked out, didn't it?
beautifully.
Excellent.
Sure, I move forward.
I'll move with him and try and keep him inside my protective aura.
Oh, wait, no, don't leave me. I'll come too.
Oh, if you must. All right.
Grant, you're the GM. You're not supposed to be saying things in character.
What? No, that's my entire job. Is
No,
to
that
say things in character.
Facts. Those are, in fact, facts.
You know, I put on the character every session of a hard world weary GM. So, you know.
Who's just so tired of bad jokes.
Look, method acting is difficult but rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
This area kind of opens out a little bit. There's a denser, there's been some kind of mold and slime around the edges. This is a very fungal place. You're starting to get a real stench here. The fungal smell is overwhelming. It's getting a little thicker at the edge of the light that you can see. And you can see kind of ahead of you some kind of greenish and occasionally kind of purple tinted glows. It's hard to tell exactly what they are. There's also something moving around out there.
Oh, good.
You hear a splash as your light sort of enters this narrow passageway that you guys are going into.
How much light do I think there is if I turned off light?
Almost none.
Oh, okay. I was afraid of that. I would prefer to be sneakier, but I would also prefer we could see.
I
was going to go with that.
can
I
do
don't know
something.
about the rest of you, but I
get-
can't see in the dark.
I can get dark vision availability. And then if you guys hear craziness, just come running.
I like it.
Daniel,
I like he like slinks off into the darkness, and there's just nothing but quiet for a while, and then just the sound of 3 competing one-man bands just like overwhelms the cavern. It's like, well, that would qualify as craziness. I don't
Yeah.
think it's danger,
So-
but
What
that
is
would
that?
be craziness.
Yeah,
like
Daniel,
Grant-
do you want to go full man bat
Well,
and go pokey around?
Yeah, I can do that. I can. You'll have to put your light out.
Oh, sure. Oh, because we're gonna. Well, I can recast
Or we
the
could
light
just
whenever.
move over here and let him like
Yeah,
have
that's
his
true.
dark.
Yep.
I'm gonna while you're doing, I'm gonna cast Guardian of Nature on
Okay.
myself. Let's see, what is this long? Oh no, it only lasts for a minute. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that.
All
That
right.
is not what I want to do.
That would not be.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Seems like a good combat spell, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good grief.
Yep.
Because
there's
it's,
lots of
get
stuff.
into combat on a regular basis, huh?
yeah, it's 120 feet of dark vision.
Seems
All right,
very
wow.
good,
So-
actually.
Yeah, if you're bringing the light over that way, I can kind of move over here and then do the bat thing, where
Okay.
I guess I have to say it quietly because it'll hear me otherwise. Bat.
Okay.
And I turn into a bat.
I like the sound
Cool.
effect at the end. Thank you for that.
You get out there and explore. What's a bat's vision?
It's like 60 feet of blind sight or something.
Let me check. Bat. There we are.
Google bat stats.
It's actually in the Roll20 thing. Yeah, blind sight 60 feet, so you're good. You have advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing, so that's neat.
That's
Also, you
very
can't
neat.
use its blind sight while deafened because echolocation.
Reasonable.
All right, cool. So you've got a 60-foot range. That's out to right there. Perfect. So you see a real swath of that fungal material and what looks like a kind of a low. This pool is kind of deep. Like this is maybe up to your hips as a human in some spots. So parts of it will probably be somewhat difficult to walk through. But you kind of see like the edge. I mean, some of you can swim. That's fine, but you know, it's not exactly running terrain. Let's say that. There looks like there's kind of a low rise, maybe not exactly an island, but a area that's much higher up, only has a few inches of water, just kind of at the edge of your vision. You also see some absolutely enormous mushrooms out here as well, sort of like the ones you saw in the garden, but these don't look especially healthy.
Is that this stuff down here that you're
Yes,
referencing?
yes, those
Okay.
those big green mushrooms. They look like they are dripping something unpleasant from places where they have been gnawed on, and not by insects. Although there's also some insect gnawing that you can see. You also see what looks like more of those giant centipedes, or what's left of them. Most of them have been chewed on or torn apart.
And if I remember correctly, the huts and stuff inside the village were also chewed on.
Yes,
All right. Well,
there's something hungry here.
okay. I will fly relatively close to the ceiling of the cave roof. Ceiling.
Sure.
Stalak ceiling. And yeah, I will fly deeper in.
Oh, excellent. You see what is making the humming noise. There's something very purple and just sitting on that island, chewing and splashing about. It's maybe 11 feet tall, you would guess, bloated. And its skin is that same kind of green as these giant, unpleasant-looking mushrooms. It's got something sort of dripping out of it in a couple of places. How familiar is Ansel with trolls?
Well, unless they're near a bridge, they're not really a good source of revenue. So, not very.
Okay. Yeah, there's something big and gross sitting there humming. Does Ansel speak giant?
Nope.
No. Okay. Then you have no idea what it's saying. You can tell that it is humming in some sort of language and muttering to itself occasionally. And it is currently chewing on what appears to be a chunk of these poisonous mushrooms that it has ripped off and is just sort of snacking on.
That's not unsettling at all.
No, not at all.
All right. Well,
You can also see kind of around it, there's just some very unpleasant debris, just remnants of meals that have almost filled the southern half of the lake.
right. So that would be what's blocking the drainage. All right. Well, I think now it's time for our hero to bravely retreat.
Cool.
So I'll head back to the group. When I get pretty far away, I'll go human form.
Sweet. You're getting used to this. You only slip and slide a little bit on the wet rock.
They're very slippy.
I mean, you got within like your feet about a quarter inch of the ground. Well done.
Nice. So, presuming he tells us about yon troll, how common are trolls in this area, Grant? Or should I roll dice for that?
You know what? You've got nature knowledge. I'll let you roll for it, rather than just tell you outright, because that seems fun. Reward you for putting things into your character, right?
I mean, my nature's a 1, so we'll give it a go.
I thought you had a thing that was like, hey, I know about places.
I think that's William.
Okay. Well, not physically, but like the people in places. I thought you had a thing, but that's fine.
That's just sort of his backstory. That's not as much a...
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Can
Tell
I
you
do
what.
survival instead?
I
don't know how
Avoiding
tangentially that's related.
survival,
Like,
history,
survive.
survival or history. I'll let you do one of those.
Natural... Okay, there you go.
24. Yeah,
20,
not 20.
Survival.
Which one are you rolling? Survival. There's nothing out here normally for trolls to live on. You know enough about trolls to know that they are extremely hungry. It would make sense, therefore, that there's not a lot of trolls out here. But everything is getting confused.
And somehow it ended up all the way down here.
Yeah,
Which I find even weirder.
Might have wandered through caves, might have been on the edge. Who knows exactly? But the Myconids, according to Maston, did say that something had arrived after everything had kind of cracked open. It showed up in a different way. So,
Do we know? I feel like we discussed this at some point, but I don't know if this was character knowledge. That there's a lot of interconnected tunnel systems, not just for this Myconid colony, but to others.
You don't know that.
Okay.
You do know that they communicate.
Oh, okay. But there's not necessarily. Gotcha. Okay.
You also know that they have some at least limited psychic ability.
There's also that. So we should presume this is the thing causing the problem for them. How much do is there something we can promise the troll to, like, you know what I'm going with here?
that might require being able to communicate with it. There
And I-
appears to be some kind of language barrier, so I guess we'll have to cross that first.
Promising a troll something is just redirecting the problem somewhere else.
So there's not like a natural habitat where we can just drop this thing?
I mean, like a jungle or a forest or something. It's just another apex predator.
Yeah, but that's not going to do us any good around here.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
And
I mean,
usually
it's smart enough to have language. It is still a person, you know. It's just
purple and slimy.
yeah.
And leaking slightly. Sure. Right, this is fine. Okay, so do we just going to go say hi now, or...
I have no ability to communicate with this thing.
All right. So if I'm remembering my lore correctly, we need a bridge and 3 billy goats.
Uh-huh.
Well, we know where you can get one billy goat.
We were a
Great.
quarter of the way there
Oh.
already.
Oh, no. I was like, where are we getting a... Oh no. Reeve, no.
It's a giant goat. It might count as 2.
It still doesn't give us a bridge.
Yeah. I mean, but for a start, it's not bad.
Ah, there it was.
Oh,
If we make a mushroom bridge, he'll just eat it, so that doesn't help us either.
All right. Well, I guess we could try reasoning with it. And if nothing else, then I guess we have aggressive negotiations.
In fairness, if it were a wooden bridge, it might also eat it.
Touche.
Yeah, you don't want wooden bridges around all this mold anyway. That's not structurally sound.
No, it's not.
Nope. Dry rot is the least of your worries.
Yeah, it's wet rot.
Ugh.
Yep.
Oh, that's worse. So much worse.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go say hello.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Goodberry real quick
All right.
and
Huh.
create some magically infused berries that we can offer him.
That allegedly are like you eat a few and it fills you up for the day or something.
Like one is good for the day, but it also heals at one healing point. But I mean, at least it's food that we're offering.
I guess I'm not. Ansel wouldn't know anything about the reputation of trolls and healing themselves, would he?
Probably, well, I say probably. I think that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what your character knows or doesn't know unless you ask me to adjudicate a roll.
I will attempt to roll.
Okay. Yeah, probably. It's pretty common knowledge about all trolls. They tend to heal.
I was
Okay.
gonna say I feel like Pharamond would probably know that at least.
Well, so I don't know if, like, if the Goodberry plan goes pear shaped, then I think
Becomes
Him holding
bad
him up-
bear.
yes, if he becomes bad bear, look out. That's like that old saying.
When your good berry turns into a bad pear, your fruit stand will capsize.
Yes, and then the fruits baskets will tip over and that goes everywhere. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if him just having a big handful of more healing would be helpful, but
I mean, it's only 1 point of healing per berry.
all right. Well,
But if each berry actually fills him, that might be...
yeah, but it could also be like this weird story that I read in this really thick scroll about some hobbits eating some like elven bread, but they just ate like a whole bunch and they were fine.
Huh. Okay, sure.
They didn't mess with digestion or.
No. Oh, sorry, halflings. Ugh. All right. Well, I
we
guess
were so close to that going completely fine. To that just being
Anyway.
completely whatever, and then he... Oh, that was great. Love it.
Anyway, let's go talk to the troll.
Yeah, why not?
I
We'll go
guess.
talk to the troll. Oh, sorry, Hobbit. Or, oh, sorry, Halflings. That was great. That got me.
Right.
I mean, obviously, it's going to see us coming.
Yeah.
Yes, you've got a bright light. It can see in the darkness, and you're all splashing noisily through the water.
Full send.
It moves into the light, kind of blinking a little, kind of going, and sort of stares at all of you.
I wave.
Idly kind of
Gargle.
grabs a half-eaten chunk of centipede out of the water and starts cracking its teeth on that.
So crunchy.
Yeah.
Sort of studies all of you.
Is there a carrot large enough to like float? Like basically make a little raft out for like to put the berries in the little piece of carapace and like push it toward the.
If you need chitin, there's chitin. Don't you worry.
I mean, you could also just like pop a mushroom off and turn it upside down.
Oh, one of the little ones, sure.
Yeah. So I'll just like kind of float the good berries in the direction of the troll. Be like, do you understand common?
Num nums.
Nom 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 time. What happens when the good berry gets to troll friend?
The troll picks up the mushroom, investigates it, takes a bite of the mushroom, takes a good berry, sniffs it, eats it, and points at its hand after quickly eating the other berries.
Like it wants more.
Tosses the kind of throws the mushroom cap at you, kind of frisbees it back at you.
Okay.
Oh, it's still hungry.
The all-you-can-eat buffet.
So, no one can communicate with it, and it hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, hang on. I'll try greeting it in primordial. Does that do anything?
No.
Draconic.
Nope.
Okay.
what do I have?
My other option
Gnomish?
was primordial, so.
I have Gnomish. I doubt that's going to help.
Reap, you didn't take comprehend languages as one of your spells or tongues, did you?
You know, I didn't because did not expect to come across things that don't speak common yet.
Yeah, and you know, if I was playing a cleric instead of a paladin in this campaign, I would have this all covered, but I'm not, so I don't.
Yeah,
I also do not have.
Bertrand would have been so handy here.
How about Dwarvish or Sylvan?
Nope.
Yay.
Giant and only giant.
Trolls aren't smart.
Gianter.
Trolls are not renowned for their linguistic capabilities.
Touche.
I mean, they're smart enough to get what they want. For example, he recognized that you were feeding him, and he has demanded more.
Is it
And
possible?
is beginning to get impatient while you all try different hellos at him.
So is this when we switch to cave drawings, or
Yeah.
like
He's pointing at his hand and starting to get agitated.
I mean, I don't want you to waste a bunch of slots for this.
Yeah, I hold up like one. I just hold up a finger and like just one.
He pulls a finger off and waves it at you.
Ah,
A
Ew.
finger off of what? Oh no! Oh, I hate it.
Kind of
I should probably not say like what happened when the other group that Grant and I are in together encountered a very much larger troll.
he sort of gnaws on the finger bit and then puts it back on his hand. And
Oh, I hate it. Oh, this is so not good. Okay.
I mean, okay.
Yeah. Uh huh. Yep. No, you nailed that one. Oh, okay. All right.
This is gonna be the weirdest game of charades ever.
I know, right?
Can we see much to the north of us?
Yeah, you can see that there's definitely another mushroom up there. A real clump of mushrooms, actually. There's kind of a kind of foul-looking nook up there that has a couple of things piled into what could be a bed. Looks like maybe bits of Myconid house.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
You
know
know,
if maybe
he's big enough to use a roof as a blanket.
Sure.
And it's not like they are. It's not like they need sturdy construction.
they are sturdy construction.
Well, I mean, there's not a lot of weather down here to resist.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's fair.
true.
You know, a sheet of mycelium to say this is inside is kind of good enough,
It's really just more about creating spaces.
as much as anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
And like, you know, maybe pest control and that kind of thing.
Sure, like you do.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that there's like a path that would direct the troll back to whence they came.
Accurate.
But it doesn't look like they're gonna have much luck with that. Ooh, do we want to try like a? I'm just really leaning on all the Grimm's fairy tales. Do we want to leave like a trail of good berries to see if we can get the troll to follow us?
Yeah, the question is, where do we don't want to like run them back through the entire cave system, do we?
No.
Okay,
'cause
so
then
actually, well, hang on. I had kind of a similar thought, but not just with good berries. So maybe we do want to run them back through the whole cave system, but what I would suggest is do a trail of food and just start spacing it out further and further as we go so we can stretch the supply.
My
Yeah.
concern is we're going to get spaces it's not going to fit in.
I mean, it's only
There-
size large. I think all of the passageways down this way were.
How do we get it across the parts we had to jump?
It's bigger and stronger than us. You don't think it can jump?
I mean, that's also
That's a
what the
distance issue, though.
that's also what the Myconids referred to as the cathedral. And I really don't think we want a troll stomping through like a sacred space that they find precious
Yeah, okay,
True.
that's fair.
and thinking geodes are yummy rock candy and then eat them.
Well, and it didn't come through that space to begin with, so
Yeah, what's up this way? Like, is there another exit that we can just herd this thing out of? I mean,
Unfortunately, no. There is what appears to be that kind of awful area it's using as a nook,
sure.
a sleeping area, and then you do see where the water actually comes in. There's a little crack, horizontal crack, basically, that the water seems to be sort of flowing in to this area.
all right.
So-
well,
so that's nice.
Here's another thought.
And just so you know,
Why
the troll
not-
is beginning to move towards you all, angrily gesturing at its palm.
If you don't want to fight in deep water, we could at least lead it into the village so it can, Godzilla through the village instead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much not better. Okay.
I mean, I suppose it might be a little better.
It's passable. We won't get, stuck in hip deep water.
Yeah, I suppose that's. Oh, sorry, troll. Would really like to just be able to talk this out with you, but there's a language barrier here. Come on, let's back up. Maybe if we leave, it'll go back to what it's doing. The other thought I had is maybe we can talk to the mushroom people and see if they've got like something that some other route that we can take it out or something. But if it's going to attack us, I'm
Or if
not
we
going to
can-
just take the damage.
Can we move them?
The Mycolids, I don't.
This is their home and their holy site. I
know,
That
I
seems
just-
suboptimal.
Yeah, that's not.
If
Yeah,
we're actively trying to avoid this situation, I'm trying to come up with alternatives.
Yes, but I mean that's the difference between like.
Ansel, would you please come back this way? I would rather have myself between you and that thing.
Oh, geez.
Thank
Splash,
you.
Splash, 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 splash.
Splash,
Hard to
splash,
guard
splash,
you
splash.
if you don't move with me.
I'm assuming that was a request for more food.
Yes, it is sort of chasing Reap at this point, rather angrily pointing at its hand. And beginning to sort of trot through the water as fast as it can towards Reap.
I'm just gonna gesture calmly at it and go zug zug.
It does scoop up a bit of the algae along the way and start licking that off its fingers.
Swerbu.
Oh,
Horrible.
Reap, you wouldn't happen to have something that'll just slow this thing down badly, would you?
I mean, I can,
if you guys get out of the way a little bit, I can do like I have an erupting earth spell.
Okay, like entangle or something would probably also be good.
I can.
Ruach,
Don't you just have straight slow?
I have something that mimics that essentially. Yeah. I mean, I can just straight up slow it down.
I also have the ability to go constrictor snake and
Love it.
Yeah, but then you're stuck here with it, and it might think a constrictor snake looks tasty.
yeah,
It's a
that's what I was
noodle.
thinking too.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big noodle.
Literal danger
tasty.
noodle.
Spaghetti.
I have not had carbs in so long. Giant carbs. Because he's not getting any carbs down here. Are mushrooms carbs?
No.
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 They have basically zero nutritional value.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Micronutrients.
They're so tasty, though.
Mm-hmm.
Often.
Yeah. So no, unfortunately, I was not prepared for a troll fight.
Yeah, neither was I.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there is a reason I decided to throw an aquatic environment at you in the desert. Just saying.
It is certainly not how we were built.
Oh, my boots.
Oh no.
Luckily,
So,
I
yeah.
brought my high-waisted pants.
Attaboy. Look,
Reap
the
is
one
dropping
time
back.
they're super useful.
Reap is dropping back to the back of the light.
It should be pointed out, Ansel and his pants, like his feet are dry.
Yeah.
That's
He's
not
got him tucked
nothing.
into the boots. He's great. All right.
I'm so happy for him.
I know,
I
right?
thought you should be. All right. This troll is going to keep chasing after you, Reap. Kind of stalking towards you. Are you guys about to start actively doing things?
Well, is it stalking toward in the
Well, you're the one who offered it food.
right, but like ignoring the other ones, focusing on me, or is it kind of watching all of us?
I mean, it's not unaware of your presence. None of you particularly want to get close to this thing. It's pretty grody. But you're the one who offered it food and is currently holding a mushroom. So
I'm gonna try something real quick and turn and dash back away from the group.
okay. If you are running, it is also going to chase after you.
Oh, no.
Okay, at that point, I'm going to slow.
All right. So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Character sheet.
Whoa.
Oof.
Oh.
You know, I even have a good dexterity modifier, and I still only
That's-
got an 8.
Well, the
That
good
is
news is
a
troll roll
interest-
badly.
That's an interesting adjective that you have on the troll there. For the listener, initiative order is Ansel 22.
Rock 10.
Yep. Ruach 10, Pheromond 8, Reap 8,
8.
and Venom Troll 3.
Yeah, well, look,
I mean, look, we're
everything's
still
got
in
to
front of
have some descriptors.
it. That's true. Okay, so does slow
Um,
go off before or after initiative?
I'm gonna say you're gonna need to spend your turn doing that since we're
Oh,
kind of getting
Good
into.
night, he got deep in there.
Hmm?
So did he pass us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's got a move of 30 feet, and if Reap is dashing, so is he. He's running.
Okay,
He's having a slightly better time in the water than Reap is.
that's reasonable.
I mean,
was-
satyr legs versus 11-foot troll legs.
I just look pretty doing it.
Oh no,
That
you
troll has
are
it.
prancing through the water, and it's amazing.
Yeah, if
No,
we had
that's
slow
what I was
motion, it would
checking to
be.
see is if he would ignore you guys and come after me. So
Yes,
well-
so far he has been.
Well, yes,
Sorry.
but I mean, now you've got the tiger by the tail, the troll by the
The
no.
troll by the stomach, as the old
Oh.
saying goes.
Okay. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm gonna
upsetting.
keep going.
Okay, well, that'll be on your turn. Ansel, you're actually up.
I'm. Oh, geez. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to. What is. Oh, how do I do the thing again? All right. It's the thing that we learned about last time where I can.
There it is.
And then. Oh, no. I forgot the button to. There it is. All right. I think my move's just 30, though.
Yes, it is. But again, you
okay.
can double move. Right. So if you're not going
Uh,
to do anything on your turn, you can move and then dash, basically, to move again.
all right. I'm not gonna move there. I guess I'm gonna move to like under this thing. To kind of like hide in a bit. And I'm actually going to use my bonus action to hide. And I will if I use my bonus action to hide, can I still ready an action to attack if it does something aggressive?
Okay, so rogues get the ability to hide as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So that does not use your actual action. You still have not used your action, right?
Okay,
you've got a bonus action. You've moved your speed, so now you can do a thing.
Okay, so I will hide there. Ooh, hit my
Great.
mic stand.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. All right.
Cool. There's a few like broken containers, little bits of furniture, things like that. You actually can kind of get up on them, and between that and the kind of raised, somewhat conical roof in here, you're actually kind of able to hide yourself and prevent ripples in the water.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm going to hide there, and then if the troll I guess does something aggressive, probably I would imagine towards Reap or Ruach, depending on the spell going off. If the troll does something aggressive, I will I guess get a sneak attack with my bow.
Okay. That's fine. All right, Ruach.
So I'm gonna stay fairly far back so that I'm behind Pheromone. Yeah, okay, I'm fine. It's up to 6 creatures within a 40-foot cube. I'm going to just troll.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw, please, sir.
All righty. Not gonna be other. Gets a 10.
No. So it essentially it's a class ability, but it functions as slow.
Okay.
Speed is halved, -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions. It can use either an action or a bonus action, but not both on its turn.
Right, and it
can't
at
make
the end
more
of
than
its
one attack.
turn make another whiz save to end the effect. Got it. Okay, cool. So that's your turn. Reap.
Well, yep. I'm gonna try to put a little more distance. I think I'm just gonna keep going. 10, 15, 20. Let's go 20 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn and kind of look back and see what it's doing. Holding produce flame because I know I'm in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
If it sounds like he's getting closer, I'll pop produce flame in my hand. That's
Okay.
it.
And produce flame, does that flame shed a light?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot. Wait, each object 20-foot cube. The 10-foot radius of affected objects or creatures.
Cool. Got a little bit of light around.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That was reading fairy fire. Produce flame. Flickering appears in your hand, and it produces 10-foot bright, 10-foot dim.
Cool. All right. Very nice. All right. So you've got that held in your hand. You're gonna or you're not gonna attack with it though, right?
No, I'm not actually casting it. I'm kind of like listening in the dark, and I will cast it if it gets closer. So I'm kind of using it as a held action.
Is that a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay. Then yes, I'll allow it. That is fine. All right. Then Pheromon, your turn.
Double move, stopping there. That's it for me.
All right. It's the troll's turn. So it is slowed. So its speed is halved. -2 to AC and saves, or dex saves. And it can use either an action or bonus action, not both. And it can't make more than one attack during its turn. It's kind of upset. It's going to stomp forward. Pheromon, it's going to swing at you with its claws.
Okay. It's kind of what I was intending for it to do.
21?
Good grief. Yes, that will hit.
Okay. Well, one must check.
I have an armor class of 18 and it hasn't helped me all campaign.
Well, in fairness, it rolled a 14. So, it does. It's in that band of, this probably hits.
Yeah. What kind of damage am I taking?
9 slashing damage and 5 poison damage.
Ow.
It's got some nastiness on its claws. You get a sense, though, that it's not so much trying to necessarily take its anger out on you as it's frustrated and trying to catch up with Reap.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might be the case.
And it's going to try and make a wisdom save. Does a 14 beat that save DC?
I will make sure, but I do not. No, my spell is 15.
Okay. Then it is still slowed for next turn. And Ansel.
I believe that him attacking would also make my...
Yeah, so go ahead and make that attack roll.
All right. And since I am sneaky, I had to do the thing.
You sure do. Yeah, that does not pierce its thick, blubbery hide.
Gross. All right.
I try. Ruach, your turn.
What? That was my held action.
Oh, sorry. That was your held action. Yes, go ahead and do your regular action here. Now, shooting revealed you.
Yes. So I will use insightful fighting.
Excellent. And I need to roll insight.
I roll insight. You roll deception.
Which I think is charisma.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a skill I really don't use. No.
I rolled a 28.
And the Venom Troll rolled a 4. So
Yay!
you have a pretty, you are soul reading this Venom Troll right now, is what I'm saying.
Thanks for listening to City on the Hill Gaming. For more information, you can find us online at cityonthehillgaming.com, email us at cityonthehillgaming@gmail.com, or find us on Twitter at cityonthehillgame. For more information on saving the game, you can find Peter, Grant, and Jenny at stgcast.org or at Saving the Game on Twitter. Thanks, and have a blessed day. Thanks as always to our Patreon backers, Joanne, Ashley, Andrew, Christina, Tony, and Sir Lord Epic Name. We really appreciate you guys. Sound check, Daniel, because I know you have it loaded already.
Sands of Time is an artifact for 4 generic mana. Each player skips their untap step At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player simultaneously untaps each tapped artifact, creature, and land they control, and taps each untapped artifact, creature, and land they control. But once, with a magician's help, time was stopped and day stood still. The love song of night and day.
That makes my head hurt. Okay, we're gonna move on. Ben.
Y'all got on this boat for different reasons, but y'all came to the same place. So now I'm asking more of you than I have before. Maybe all. Sure as I know anything, I know this. They will try again. Maybe on another world, maybe on this very ground swept clean. A year from now, 10, they'll swing back to the belief they can make people better. I don't hold to that. So no more running. I aim to misbehave.
That doesn't sound much like Deadpool. I know you were on a Deadpool kick for a while. What is that from?
No, it was
That's,
X-Men, and I'm going to
Malcolm
say...
Reynolds. No, that's Malcolm Reynolds.
Yes.
Was that
Okay.
Firefly?
That's a Firefly. It's
Serenity
comic
movie
Jason.
specifically.
Oh,
It's
okay.
from the Serenity movie.
I haven't seen that in probably 15 years. Huh. Wow, that's been a long time. Peter.
I have nothing interesting this time, so audio check.
Audio check. Okay. I'll do a magic card from the new set. It's a 1 and a white for an instant. Show of Confidence. When you cast the spell, copy it for each other instant or sorcery you have cast this turn. You may choose new targets for the copies. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains vigilance until end of turn. Dope art if you've not seen it. Grant.
My wife said, I can think of 14 reasons to leave you plus your obsession with tennis. I replied, that's 15 love.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that's the 16th reason.
Maybe
Oh,
the
man.
17th.
Oh, that's upsetting. What is
Boy,
that from,
man.
Grant? And I'm gonna
Delivery
regret
too. Oh man.
Oh.
Badjokesbyjeff.tumblr.com.
Okay,
Whew,
that was
boy.
bad, and I am upset. Okay.
Man.
Oh, it's
Talk about-
it's a
That
delightful
hurts me in my
resource.
soul.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so upsetting.
Talk about raising a racket.
Hey, there it is. Okay, we're back, folks. You should expect nothing less from us. 15. Yeah. All right, Grant, go for it.
Do you want another one? I got one.
Oh, sure. I'm in intro, but you do another joke. I'll do
Okay.
the intro, then we'll go.
For her birthday, I bought my wife new beads for her abacus. It's the little things that count.
I'm so upset.
I'm
Oh.
writing that one down.
Daniel's using that
Yeah.
one. Daniel's using that
Yeah,
one.
that one may
tomorrow.
have to go to work with me tomorrow.
Oh, the little things that. Love it. Okay. Here we. I'm upset.